Hey guys, this is Zexanite. Welcome. We are playing Would You Rather on the site either.io. This is something that's kind of been going around, making the rounds a little bit, and I decided that I wanted in on it. So here I am to do what everyone else has been doing for ever. So let's take a look at the first question. So, if you had to wake up to one thing every day, would you rather be deeply insulted by a stranger or be slapped across the face? If it every day, I don't know. Both are, cause I don't know. I thought when I first read this, I thought it was one time, but every day, like either way, would kind of lower your morale. My original logic on this was, being slapped across the face means that, like, you did something bad to someone else, most likely, but being deeply insulted by a stranger, that's kind of like your own problem, so I wouldn't want to impose that on someone else. But, if it's every day, then I guess being slapped across the face is just like, yeah, this is a routine, BAM! Go, there you go. So I guess I'd rather be slapped across the face. That one's really split. It's kind of surprising. Interesting. Okay. Would you rather suck a hobo's toe for 2 minutes, or be in a cage with a honey badger and a lion for 20 seconds? You know, it's gross, but like, sucking, I guess anyone's toe, like, in the long run, wouldn't really hurt you. Like, it'd be really gross, but it wouldn't really hurt you, whereas the honey badger and a lion could do a lot of damage in just 20 seconds, so we're gonna go with sucking a hobo's toe. Really? Really? I mean, I could see where, like, this one would be lower, but by this much? Wow. Wow. Okay, I'm getting to see why people have been doing this, because this is really interesting. Okay, next question. Would you rather, somebody doesn't know how to insert quotes, obvious. Have the first name Cletus or have the first name Rusty? Rusty's such a cool name. Yeah, see? Everybody agrees. Rusty's a cool name. Would you rather get $20,000 worth of jewelry or get $10,000 worth of electronics? Well, I'd rather have the jewelry because I don't wear jewelry, so I would just sell all the jewelry for $20,000 and then buy $10,000 worth of electronics and then have $10,000 left over. So yeah. What? Really? 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 Like, they basically just asked you, do you want $10,000 or do you want $20,000? Like, what? That's surprising. That's really surprising to me. Okay. Or maybe the idea was you were gonna, like, keep it. Hey, I gotta take my fucking sweater off. This is not working for me. It's so hot in here. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the idea was that you were gonna keep it, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. My first instinct was to sell it, so I don't know. Maybe we just have different logic. Would you rather catch your best male friend sleeping with your mom, or catch your best male friend sleeping with your sister? I don't have a sister, so I don't really have a good frame of reference for this one. I can't answer it. I'm just gonna skip it. Would you rather have an iPad or an iPhone? I don't know. Well, does having an iPad, does it? I don't know what kind of monthly costs that incur. If it's just like internet that it uses, but like there's no like service fee, then I'd rather have an iPad because I already have a phone. Not a smartphone, just a phone. But, I mean, is there really that much of a difference between the two, honestly? But if it's got a monthly service fee, as well as, like, the iPhone, I know that has a service fee to it, then I'd rather have the iPhone. I don't know I'm gonna assume that the iPad doesn't have a monthly service fee to it, so in that case, I would go with the iPad. Interesting. Okay. Anyway. Would you rather have the ability to rewind to a previous time in your life, or have the ability to fast forward to a future time in your life? These are always, like, tough because they're super hypothetical. Like, if I rewind or fast forward, like, do I have to, like, live it... Like, if I go rewind, do I have to, like, live out those years of my life again? Or, conversely, if I fast forward, do I just skip years of my life that I can never live again? And I'll... You know, if that is the case, then... I feel like I would rather go to a previous time because then that would give me more time left. But if I fast forward to a future time in my life, then that means that, like, there's just years of my life that I'm just skipping, and that feels like such a waste to me. I'd rather rewind. I guess people saw it the same way, I guess. I don't know. Would you rather have a massive head compared to your body or always have a bowl cut? I don't know. Well, I suppose if you had a massive head compared to your body, there's no real way to hide that. But if you always had a bowl cut, like, you could, like, wear a hat, or wear a hat. Yeah, I'm going with a bowl cut. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, like, it's not the best, but it's something you can deal with it. If you made no money as a result, would you rather have created Facebook or created Twitter? The thing is, I don't really use Twitter a lot. I use Facebook a ton, I don't really use Twitter a lot, so... But I mean, like, if you've made no money, like, what was the point? You know, just, okay, so the only other thing, I don't know, because there are, like, responsibilities that you have to get into, and, like, you know, the responsibility of keeping it up, and, like, what are the terms of service, and, like, what are the rules, and all that kind of stuff. But I feel like those should probably be approximately the same, but I feel like Twitter is a more limited... No, because you can post, like, pictures and video on Twitter. The only real limitation is the, character limit. But then there are groups on Facebook, which can get a little dicey. You know what, I guess just for the aspect of fame, I feel like if you have most people who have a Twitter also have a Facebook, but if you have a Facebook, a lot of people who have Facebook don't also have a Twitter. That might just be my circle, but, yeah, I'm gonna go with Facebook. I guess people agree with me. I don't really see the point of that one. I deliberated a lot on it for something I don't see the point in, but anyway, next question. Would you rather win a one-day shopping spree to any store, or win a 2-week vacation to any destination? I don't like shopping, so... Although, you know... Well, it depends on what you... Well, what are the limitations of this spree? Can I buy anything? Can I just have anything? If that were the case... I think I'd do what I did before, and then go to a jewelry store, get a whole bunch of jewelry, sell it, and then go on a 2-week vacation. I don't know, am I, like, thinking too far outside the box on these? Am I not playing right? Because, I don't know, if it were, like, an unlimited shopping spree to absolutely any store, I'd fucking go to, like, Jared or Kay or something, get all their finest jewelry, or maybe, like, you'll go to, like, even a higher specialty jeweler who has, like, the really good stuff, and then just take all their shit and sell it. I don't know, that seems like the best option to me, but... I can't get that idea out of my head now, so now I have to go with the shopping spree. I can see where people would disagree with me, because I really had to stretch that one. If you had to choose a superpower, would you rather have night vision or have heightened senses in smell and hearing? Having heightened senses in smell and hearing could be a really horrible thing, because, like, I'm already, like, super sensitive to high-pitched sounds, and I can only imagine, like, how uncomfortable and painful that would be if that were heightened. And then smell, like, I mean, yeah, maybe you could smell, like, some nice things, but, like, all the bad-smelling stuff, you would smell, like, tenfold. Wouldn't that just be, like, how would you not, like, constantly be vomiting? So, I mean, it's not like I'd particularly like to have night vision, but, you know, I think that of the two, night vision would be better. I guess people had the same idea. 53. Okay. 53. 56. Good counting. Would you rather take a cold shower every day or take hot showers just once every 2 weeks? Take only hot showers just once every 2 weeks. How cold are we talking? Like, if it's like relatively, like, lukewarm-ish, to where it's, like, bearable, but it's still, like, cold, I think I could abide that. But if it's, like, ice cold, like, no, that is not cool. It really depends on how cold that shower would be. But then, does that exclude baths? Like, could I just still take a bath? Because I could, like, wash myself in the bath. Or, like, could I, like, wash my hair in the sink or something? I don't know. There's so many unanswered questions about this. I don't know. I guess just for the sake of fitting into society, I'd rather take a cold shower. Yeah. Yeah, society. You always gotta make things not fun. Would you rather put a toothpick under each toe? Oh god! Oh god, no, neither? Is neither an option? Oh my god, no. This hurts to even read. I'm, like, clenching my toes so hard right now. Oh, no. 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 I don't like it. Oh. It makes me so uncomfortable. Well, crap, I gotta clean my glasses. I guess, like, if you were scalped, like, okay, what does that mean? Like, just your skin? But then, like, there's not, like, in your head, like, that's just kind of, like, bone underneath, right? Like, it's not like muscle. I mean, I guess there's some facial muscle, but I don't know, that's kind of like, that'd just be like your skull, wouldn't it? And wouldn't that be, like, super dangerous? I mean, putting a toothpick under each toenail would also be dangerous, but I feel like you could recover from that, but being scalped is, like, I don't think you could, like, come back from that. It would just be, like, a horrible incident. I would rather kick a wall. That's so uncomfortable. Okay. Would you rather get stuck in an elevator on your own for 53 hours or be the lone survivor of a bank hostage situation? I don't feel like these are, like, equal questions. Like, I don't understand the comparison. Like, I can't understand this one. I can't even, like, think about this. I'm just gonna skip this one, sorry. Would you rather be known as a drug dealer or be known as a liar? I feel like being known as a liar would be less detrimental to your reputation. Really? Really? You would rather be known as a drug dealer than a liar? Wow, people really value their honesty. Wow. And this is coming from someone who can't lie, who doesn't lie? That's a lie. I try not to lie as much as I can. I don't like lying, but, like, still, you know, one or the other, you know, getting a job in the future or not. If you and a sibling are kidnapped, would you rather live and let your sibling die to save your oh god. Fuck. That's a hard question. Huh. God, I don't know. Because it's all just a matter of, like... It's all just like an emotionally involved a question. Like, if this were a stranger, then you would, like, let yourself... It's just the fact that there's, like, I don't know. Eeny, meeny, miny, this one. Okay, I guess I picked this one. Well, sorry to my brother, but you have to die. Well, I was just not looking at that one. Would you rather be homeless and hungry, but always loved by your perfect partner, or have a fabulous house and amazing food, but never have loved or been loved? I'm gonna make an assumption we're only talking about romantic love. I'm going to make that assumption because I'm going to assume that I can still, like, have friends and stuff. Because if not, that would be, like, super lonely, but... Here's the thing, though. Like, if you're homeless and hungry, like, these kind of, like, basic sort of needs, your, like, most basic needs, food and shelter, if those aren't met, then, like, achieving something that is a need, but, like, not as much of a need, like romantic love, is really difficult to attain. It's really difficult to achieve that, and, like, it's hard not to, like, have it be constantly strenuous. But, like, if you have all this shit, if you're, like, kind of set, and you're just not having love, I don't know, I kind of feel like, just from a sort of semi-objective point, that would be the better deal, so... I kind of expected that one. I kind of expected people to disagree with me on that one. But it'd be so hard to be homeless and hungry, but still, like, remain in love? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It puts a lot of strain on your life. That's where I'm coming from with that one. I don't know anything about either of these games, sorry. Would you rather have free tickets to the Super Bowl for life or get $20,000 to never watch NFL games again? I don't know that I've ever watched an NFL game, but I'll take $20,000, please. I would love that. Sorry, I am not a football fan, so I'll take the money. Would you rather get high or get drunk? I don't know that I can answer this question, because I've never gotten high before. I don't know. I can't answer that question, sorry. While watching TV, would you rather the audio be 2 seconds earlier than the video, or the video 2 seconds earlier than the audio? I'd rather the video be 2 seconds It really depends on what I was watching, because if it was something that was, like, very reactionary, having the audio late would be very... Although having the audio earlier would also be annoying. This is kind of a conversation I've been following at some point with some people. It's a tough question. I'm leaning towards having the video be earlier. Yeah, it's kind of split. Yeah. If you were a drug, would you rather be a stray on the street or have bad owners? I don't know, if you have bad owners, like, it's kind of hard to get out of that situation, especially depending on it. Like, if it's all behind closed doors, and, like, nobody knows about how the dog is treated, then, like, to get a dog out of that situation, like, the dog can't get out of the situation. But, like, if you're a stray on the street, like, it's more dangerous, but, like, there's a chance that you could be rescued. Whereas having bad owners, I feel like the chances of that are a lot slimmer, so I'd rather be a stray on the street. Yeah, and people agree with me. Or I agree with people. Yeah, I don't know. Would you rather know everything in your partner's past or know nothing from your partner's past? I'd rather know everything. Yeah, because, like, how do you get to know someone if you don't know anything about, like, what kind of person they were, where they came from, and all that? So, I'd rather know everything. Would you rather make out with Gollum or hook up with Beetlejuice? I don't know. I don't know who. I know who Beetlejuice is. I don't know who Gollum is. Sorry, I can't answer that question. Would you rather... I can speak. Would you rather wake up in a bathtub full of ice with a missing kidney, or wake up in a public bathroom with a handful of singles and a really lazy eye? You know what? I'm not gonna say, but I have an idea what this red question is implying. So, you know, I could live with that situation. It would be difficult to live without a kidney, and especially with the trauma of, like, having gone through, like, this kind of, makeshift sort of surgery, so I feel like that would be the worst of the two. Okay, I was going through questions on here a little bit earlier, and I feel like I was getting some better questions before. So, you know, I don't know. Well, anyway, moving on. Would you rather be an Olympic tennis player or Olympic table tennis, man? Fucking love table tennis. Aw, I love table tennis. Screw you. Screw all of you. Table tennis is the best. Would you rather be Lindsay Lohan or Miley Cyrus? I don't know. At this point, cause like isn't like Lindsay Lohan just kind of like fucked off somewhere or something? I don't fucking know. Yeah, I'm going with that logic. So okay, you know what? It's neither here nor there for me, really. Would you meet the Old Spice Man? Yeah, come on, people, come on. Like Chuck Norris is not as cool as we all thought he was 10 years ago. Like the Old Spice Man, though, come on, that guy is just fucking. You know, come on, Old Spice Man, people, come on. If you were on safari, would you rather have your foot stepped on by an elephant or have your foot bitten by a lion? I feel like having your foot bitten by a lion would be more easily recovered from, especially, I don't think there are any, like, really super major arteries in your foot, but if your foot were stepped on by an elephant, like, it could be irreparably crushed, so I'm gonna have it bitten by a lion. Oh, really? Wow. Okay. But, like, you would probably lose your foot if that happened. Like, you could still, like, have... I don't know. I don't know people's logic. Would you rather be addicted to steroids or be incredibly frail? Well, I mean, how frail are we talking here? Am I like... I don't know. Because it's hard... Like, it just says incredibly, but it's like... Like, how frail are we talking? I don't know. Because if it's like, if I can't, like, get out of bed, or, like, I've got, like, paper-thin bones or something, then that would be hard to deal with. But, like, if it's just, like, some general weakness, then I would rather deal with that than having a drug addiction. I'm gonna go with frail. Yeah, it's kind of split. Ugh, excuse me. Would you rather face a zombie attack or face a shark attack? Well... Since zombies aren't real, I'll say a zombie attack. Zombies. People love zombies, man. Vote for Barack Obama or Mitt Romney? Barack Obama. Like, I'm not saying he's like the greatest person ever, but come on, this is Mitt Romney we're talking about. Like, no. Get B's and C's at Ivy leaves school, or get A's at Standard University. This is an interesting one. Because going to an Ivy League could open a lot of doors. But getting A's is... You know what? I'm gonna go with the Ivy League school because I feel like that name is more important than the grade. Wow! Okay. Wow. I don't know, maybe if other people had other qualifications like standard university, like they'd rather go to a standard university, but I don't know, I feel like going to an Ivy League, like I feel like that would open a lot more doors than just getting straight A's. So, I don't know, that's just me, I guess. I'm really surprised that it's that split, that not split, but that much of an imbalance. Would you rather be Batman? Fuck Superman, right? I mean, I love Batman. Superman can go suck a cucumber. I don't know where that came from, but yeah, who gives a shit about Superman? Batman is the shit. I would rather be Batman. Come on. Would you rather, as a leader, would you rather be loved? I would rather be loved. Yeah, like, how is this a question? Like, I don't know. Like, well, I mean, I guess I'm thinking of, like, my own, the kind of, governments that I, have experience with, my own, I'm from the US, so, you can only be president for 8 years, or there are limits on these terms, and people vote for you. And there are a lot of differences, but there's like a similar deal in Japan. So like if people were afraid of you, they just vote you out. So why would you want to be feared? You want to be loved, so that you could like, I don't know, just people. I don't know. Would you rather be a Montague or be a Capulet? I forget the story too much. I forget the story way too much. Other than Romeo and Juliet, I don't know any of the characters who was which family. I don't know. Let's be Romeo. Yay! We're Romeo. Yay! Would you rather use only Windows ME for the rest of your life, or want to use a 16-inch CRT? How much is 16 inches? I'm on I think mine is 17-inch, and I actually like CRTs, you know, like, I don't know, like, the, LCDs, like, they change colors, and that's as an artist, that's something that's always bothered me, because it fucks with your perception as you're trying to, like, color something. So, yeah, I'd rather have a 16-inch... I think this is a 17-inch. Yeah, 16-inch CRT. Apparently people agree with me. Apparently I went with a good option. Would you rather be filled with a room with people dying, or be the only person in a big I'd rather be the only person in a big empty room. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of obvious. Like, would you rather be albino or be a ginger? I'd rather be a ginger because, I think, people with albinism, like, I'm not sure, don't quote me on this, and I'm sorry if I am marginalizing anybody, but I've heard that there are a lot of vision problems that they have due to the lack of pigment in their eyes, so I'd rather be a ginger. Yay. People don't eat gingers as much as we thought they did, but apparently they ate albinos. Or they had the same reasoning as me, where it would be really challenging. I don't know. Would you rather have blue skin? Blue skin, man! I'd rather blue skin. That'd be so awesome! Like, Dude! I want this to happen! I want blue skin! Make it happen! Somebody make it happen! I need this to happen to me! I want blue skin! And like electric blue, like super sleek, like a fucking sports car. And it'd make me super fast! And I don't know why, but it would make me super fast! And Fuck it. I want blue skin. This is my new goal in life. Having blue skin. Want it. Need it. Want it. If you were a soldier, would you rather kill one innocent person to save 1,000 or kill 100 enemy soldiers to save one innocent person? I would say, well, I mean, okay, the thing is, like, I'd rather not kill anybody, but, like, I think killing fewer people to save more people, yeah, like, that's no contest. Like, why would I not do that? Really? Wow. Wow, that is so split. I'm surprised. Why? Why would you kill 100 people to save one? Why would you not? Wow. That really blows my mind. Wow. Okay. Okay then. I know this is like gonna end up being a really long video. I wasn't expecting it to be this long, but well, anywho. Would you rather buy a PS4 or buy an Xbox One? You know, I am not really too terribly interested in the library of a PlayStation or an Xbox, but I think the PlayStation has had more franchises that I'd be interested in the Xbox, even though, like, a lot of games release for both. So I'll say PS4. Yay, we won that one. So yeah, cause I know, like, you could play Katamari on a PS4, and also, the Mega Man, and Final Fantasy, and, stuff. So, I care deeply about video games that are not Nintendo. Anyway, would you rather always tell the truth or always lie? Both I see being a problem. Because if you could not lie, this is like the entire plot of Liar Liar right there. Like, if you couldn't lie, like, anytime anybody asked you for, like, an opinion that required some, like, delicate tact, or, like, they wanted to be fed a delusion or a lie or something like that, and you had to look into that, you would have to be, like, brutally honest with them. But then, like, or, like, if you have, like, a secret about yourself, you couldn't lie about it. But if you always lie, then you always lie. So, that's a tough one. I guess I'd rather always tell the truth. Yay! Honesty! Honesty for the win! Yay! Okay. Would you rather have an unattractive child or have a beautiful child with bright blue skin? We're going with a blue skin! Yeah! Blue skin! Blue skin! Master race! Blue skin! We're doing it! We're doing it! We're making it happen! Everybody will be blue skin! That is it! That is the solution to racism! Everybody has blue skin! This is my plan. This is my plan for the world. I think it's a good one. Nobody's gonna be white anymore. Nobody's gonna be black anymore. Nobody's gonna be Asian anymore. We're all gonna be blue. We are all gonna be blue. We are all gonna look fly as fuck. We are all gonna be sexy motherfuckers. And we are just gonna be awesome. No more racism. No more prejudice. Just all sea of blue. That is my dream for the world. Okay. If you had to choose an era to live in, would you rather... Let me check this. Hang on. Okay, we are about 15 minutes over my usual time, provided I haven't edited anything out. I'm having a lot of fun with this, though. I want to do another one. I was thinking I was only gonna do one of these, but I'm having a lot of fun with this. So, I think just one more will be fine. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. I don't give a shit. But, yeah, so this is, it's called either.io. That is where you can play this game. I will be doing one more episode of this, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'm having an awesome time with this. So, thank you for watching. Hopefully I will see you in the next video, and goodbye to you all, sirs and madams, and everyone in between.